This movie was perfectly fine. This is going to be a really short review, probably. Hi, everyone. It's me, Grant, the movie and TV guy. Welcome to Race on Hard with Grant, everybody. Sorry, we were running a little bit late. I had to delay it by about a half hour. I was talking to a friend on the phone who just got back from a trip and wanted to talk about Oppenheimer, like you do. So sorry about that. That being said, hey everyone, it's me, Grant, the movie and TV guy. Welcome to Raise on Bob with Grant, everybody. And today we're talking about a movie. Movies and TV, that's what we do here. And that movie is Stephen Curry, Underrated. Stephen Curry Underrated is a documentary produced by A24. It is streaming on Apple TV Plus and is also in select theaters. So what is Stephen Curry Underrated about? Well, it's about Stephen Curry, NBA star, and it's about his rise from college ball to the NBA, and sort of how he was sort of undervalued because he was not as tall as the others, and he didn't have the most outward athletic ability, but he came out the other side and became this superstar. And this is a documentary charting that rise. This movie, here's the thing. I liked this film. I think it's impossible not to like this film, and it's impossible not to like Curry. He's a very likable figure. The movie itself, I think, is the epitome of good enough, but not spectacular. I think this documentary is very, very, very bog standard. It's very meat and potatoes. It's really not trying to go for anything ambitious in the filmmaking of it. It almost feels like you're watching a 2-hour SportsCenter special in a lot of ways. It's not like, for instance, another Apple TV Plus original production documentary from this year, which was still a Michael J. Fox movie, which really used filmmaking to illustrate its the story of its figure. It wasn't just talking heads talking about he's the greatest thing, or even like another sports film this year, the Yogi Berra documentary It Ain't Over, which is one of my favorite films of the year so far, which was a movie that really, really cut to the emotional heart of this. This was just kind of a standard rise and fall story. It wasn't terribly made, it wasn't extremely well made. It also felt like a little bit like, I like Stephen Curry, I think he's a good guy. He's a very privileged guy. And I felt like a lot of the documentary was trying to portray him as some kind of underdog. And like, not really. He's Stephen Curry. I mean, like, I understand. There's kind of a limit of what I will accept to be like, you're the underdog. Sorry. Buddy boy, like, you're a superstar. And in fact, you came from a family of basketball people. Like, and again, with all respect to him, I'm not talking about him. I'm talking about the film about him. I just feel like this is kind of like, it's hard to relate to Stephen Curry as depicted in this film. It's not warts and all enough. There's not really anything deeper. It's just it's one of those movies where there's a lot of people talking about how wonderful Stephen Curry is, and it's like, yeah, and how talented he is and how good of a ball player he is. Yeah, we all know that. What else you got? Well, there's no other player like him. It's like, well, yeah, we got that. What else? He's the best. It's like, okay, yeah. Where's like the substance though? What's weird is that the best parts of this movie to me are the ones where they kind of go into his pre-basketball life and his sort of his camaraderie with his college teammates. Particularly, I didn't realize that he was part of like a skit show on closed circuit TV back in his college days at Davidson University. That would be more interesting. I actually thought those parts were a lot of fun, where they're doing like I love college, but it's I love commons, and they're singing about the cafeteria, and I'm like, that's cute. I like that. That's a cute. I believe that clip is also on YouTube. And I wanted more of that stuff to really get to know Stephen Curry the person. There's also scenes of him with his kids and his wife, but we don't see enough of that. It's a lot of like B-roll and just kind of stuff you could watch on ESPN. Like there doesn't seem to be a lot of actual original documentary stuff here other than the usual talking heads. It was a bummer because I really felt like with A24 being behind it, who also this week did the Netflix produced documentary The Deepest Breath, which I loved despite having minor problems with it toward the end. So they handled things. But that felt like a cinematic film. This feels like a TV documentary. It really does. But that's not bad. It's not a bad movie. I feel like I'm going to come off as being really down on it. I'm not. I like the film. I even recommend the film, but I don't think it's like one of the best of the year at all. Stephen Curry, underrated. Let's just close the book there. I'm going to give it 4 out of 5 stars. Curry alone in his charm is just enough for me to be like, okay, walk 2 blocks to see this. But it's kind of, it could have been a lot deeper than it is. It's kind of a missed opportunity. Anyway, but that being said, Trailer Trash None, watch it on Apple TV Plus. Was there shawarma? Yeah, there was scenes during the credits that are worth sticking around for. That's it. We are done for the weekend. We will be back Tuesday night live at 6 o'clock for part 2 of the Mitchell Report, the best, which will cover this time the worst films of 2023 so far. And then next week, as mentioned before, we will have Zoe 102, The Beanie Bubble, Haunted Mansion, The First Slam Dunk, and Talk to Me. So that's all coming up. And that'll all be next time. And until next time, I'm Grant the Movie and TV Guy. I see it all, and I'm happy to share it with you. I love you all. I appreciate you all. I love you all, class dismissed. I love you 3000. Be kind to one another. If you like this video, give it a like if you want to. Give it a subscribe if you want to. Give it the bell. I don't know what it does. That's what you're supposed to do, or so I've been told. Leave a comment, even if you say Grant, I like waffles. It really helps out. If you want to find me elsewhere, reviews, lists, and other fun stuff, you can check me out on Letterboxd.com at RaisedOnPopcorn Twitter, I'm at RaisedGrant. You can find me on Facebook, RaisedOnPopcorn Serialized. Instagram and Threads, rather. I'm at RaisedOnPopcorn Serialized. I'm all one word, all lowercase, Raised on Popcorn. Check out my podcast, Raised on Popcorn podcast, on Spotify and Anchor. Some of you already have, but even if you haven't, take care of yourself, take care of your mental health. It's incredibly important, and I want to know down below, what did you think of Stephen Curry, Underrated? Did you like the movie? Did you hate the movie? Do you think everything's good? Think I'm full of shit? Comment below, let me know. And until we meet again, we were all raised on popcorn. Make mine extra better. And I'll catch you guys next time. Take care, everyone.